Well, if it appears that I'm getting emotional, it's just a mild case of COVID, so don't worry about it. Let's see how this goes. Donna and I, along with Wilson and Evelyn Ng, want to thank all of you for being here today to witness and celebrate the union of Daniel and Allison Ng. We also want to thank the many close friends and family members that have contributed to making this a very special and memorable celebration. Despite what you may think, I want to make it clear that today is not all about me. I know this may come as a surprise to you, but I'll take it a step further and say that today is not just about my beautiful daughter Allison and her husband Daniel. Instead, I believe it's about God and the love that He has, not just for Allison and Daniel, but for all of His children. God created love as a gift to us, in particular, the unique love between a husband and a wife. Proverbs 21:9 tells us, "It is better to live on the corner of a roof than in a house shared with a contentious woman." I'm sorry, that was the wrong verse. Let's try Ephesians 22 through 25. Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands as unto the Lord. For a husband is the head of the body, or is the head of the house, just as Christ is the head of the church, and He is the Savior of the body. Therefore, as the church is subject unto Christ, so let the wives be subject unto their own husbands in everything. Husbands, love your wives, even as Christ loved the church and gave Himself for it. And specifically for Daniel, Proverbs 31:10, an excellent wife who can find. She is far more precious than jewels. I know from my own experience this is true. Now I'll say a few words about my new son-in-law, Daniel. Are you ready for this? This is your time. Over the past year, Daniel has had the pleasure of meeting with me one-on-one on many occasions, often in the wee hours of the early morning, in locations inconvenient for him, far away from his home. This was no accident. As the father of a beautiful young daughter blessed with her mother's beauty and character, I had to separate the wheat from the chaff to ensure that the young man taking on the responsibility to care for and love our daughter for the rest of his life was worthy of the honor. As Daniel and I got to know one another, it became apparent to me that he not only loves and is willing to care for our precious daughter, but also, more importantly, has a genuine love for God. This is practically demonstrated in the time that he invests in others and things of God, seeking out spiritual mentors, participating in helping to lead mission trips, dedicating time and energy worshiping with other Christians, and giving support to those in need. Some of you may be unaware that Allison has a very special gift, a superpower, if you will. She has the gift of receiving. If the saying, "it is better to give than to receive," is true, then with all those giving, there needs to be someone that receives. Looking back over the years, Allison has graciously received a free used car. Let's see here. She is, sorry. A couple of snowboards, a Kindle, at least one iPad, a vast collection of clothes and shoes. Thank you, Marty. And the list goes on. But this superpower was not a matter of happenstance. The love Allison has shown, not just for those participating in today's celebration, but to numerous others outside our circle of friends and family, goes well beyond the ordinary. Just after going away to college, Allison informed Donna and I that she just made a new friend, a homeless woman that lived on and around the CSUN campus. Allison would regularly check in with her and look for ways to encourage her and assist her. At Allison's graduation, I recall her introducing us to another young graduate that she befriended who lived an alternate lifestyle for which she was treated as an outcast. After giving the young lady a big hug, congratulating her on her accomplishment, I witnessed the young girl's eyes welling up with tears. So often when I find myself standing at the kitchen sink, cleaning up after a family meal, Allison comes to my side to begin drying and putting away the dishes. When someone is sick, hurt, or on the rare occasion a splinter mysteriously appears beneath my infected skin, Allison is quick to step in and put her love into practice. Along with Allison's love for others, from a very early age she showed signs that she was no ordinary child. At the age of 3, while sitting at the dinner table, she declared that she is half Japanese, half Chinese, somewhat providential, and half Nazi, the latter coming from her father's side. I suppose that the joy and energy Allison exudes equates to 1.5 times that of a typical young lady. Today we witnessed the formal union of Daniel and Allison. So today, as we celebrate this new beginning, I ask that we focus on God's love and for the blessings He has bestowed upon all of us. In closing, please allow me to share 3 brief quotes that I thought you might enjoy. There is no greater happiness for a man than approaching the door at the end of the day knowing someone on the other side of that door is waiting for the sound of his footsteps. Ronald Reagan. My most brilliant achievement was my ability to be able to persuade my wife to marry me. Doug Pyle. No, I'm sorry. I meant Winston Churchill. What greater thing is there than for 2 human souls than to feel that they are joined for life, to strengthen each other in all labor, to rest on each other in all sorrow, to minister to one another in silent, unspeakable memories at the moment of the last parting. George Eliot. Without further ado, please lift your glasses as I ask for God's blessing on Daniel and Allison for their love for one another and continued love for God. And may God bless Wilson, Evelyn, Don, and I with many grandchildren. I just want to present actually I guess 2 gifts to Allison and Daniel. One is a kind of a token reminder of today's event, and she can open that later, or they can open that later. The second one is somewhat unique. It's actually 2 things. And let me explain first. The other night I think 2 nights ago I don't know if you remember, we were in the kitchen, and I mentioned to you, as I'm always looking for sales, that Smart Final's got a sale on avocados, 69 cents a piece. So of course, I thought it would be kind of fun to tell her because she loves avocados. We all love avocados. So she said, "Oh, Dad, you ought to buy some. That'd be great." I thought about it, and I said, "You know, that's a good idea, but by the time I buy them and they ripen, you'll no longer be here at home." So these are for you and Daniel to enjoy together in your new life. Stop.